To start waxing, you'll need a wax iron, a scraper, the wax you're going to use, base cleaner, and a brush to finish off. Now, we always start with a base cleaner. This removes any old wax, any dirt, any grime from the bottom, just to make sure that wax sticks as well as possible. When doing this, take care, because you want to make sure you get everything. Any imperfections will show up a lot later when you're finishing the wax off. Now, once it's all clean, you're gonna be able to start applying wax. So you want to make sure that your iron is nice and hot before you start applying the wax. Now, if you pick a small corner of the wax and start with that so that you get small droplets. You want to spread these droplets over the board so that you cover most of it. Don't worry about hitting every spot, as when we smooth out the wax, that'll happen. Now, you want to make sure you get all over the board. Make sure you're not applying too much wax, otherwise in the post you'll notice having wax come off too much. Now, to spread the wax out, you just use a nice circular motion, almost as if you're ironing a shirt. You want to make sure the wax gets to all the edges, covers all the board. When you're checking this, if you look down the board, you shouldn't be able to see any of the base. You want to be seeing all parts of wax. So once you've waxed it completely, you want to let it dry. You want to give it time to set. We usually allow about an hour to an hour and a half, just to make sure the wax is setting in perfect. Now, the scraping is pretty important. It's getting rid of all the excess wax and bringing it down to the smoothest base that you can. So make sure that you're using long strokes. You want to really finish top to bottom of the board and make sure that the whole board has an even layering. Now, even layering is important just so that when you're on the snow, you don't get any catches. Now, clean off all the excess wax and make sure especially that you clean the edges of your board. This will be important, especially when you're edging, so that you can get nice grip into the snow. Choosing a wax brush is important. We like to start with something really coarse to start with. This gets us a nice grain. You want to be doing long strokes. So from top to bottom of the board, this will ensure that it's even again. Once you've finished doing the long strokes with the coarser brush, we like to finish off with a nice soft horsehair brush. This allows that the board's finished perfect. It's nice and smooth. You can see the lines travel down throughout the board. Once the board's finished, you should be able to notice the lines running down the board, and it should look nice and evenly spread. Unfortunately, once you get to this stage, if it doesn't look right, you will have to start again. But once you get that nice finish, you know it's going to be a good time on the snow. If this all seems a bit hard for you, we do offer this in store, but feel free to give it a go. It's always fun to wax your own stick.